I'm Michael LaMarca, owner of Master Pizza, and been operating and running it since 2000. First original Master Pizza has been open since 1955 in Mayfield Heights. We took over July 1st, 2000. It was a franchise in the greater Cleveland area in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and it was actually the first pizza franchise in the state of Ohio. I went to school to be a teacher. I enjoyed that, but I also really enjoyed this business, and I really wanted to do this. There was no rules, no regulations, and there was no limitations. That's what I liked about this opportunity. But it's really cool because I'm able to use my educational background. And that's one of the things I first did is when I started taking over, I created almost like a syllabus. I came up with vocabulary words like, what does it mean to push out a pizza? What is a push pizza? What is a shell? Just used what I learned in college to apply it to what I wanted to do with the field that I loved and I had a passion for. And one of the things I had to learn was I'm not going to be, really selling pizza anymore as much as selling the system and the shops. So I kind of had to pivot and in my head understand that my customers weren't, Mrs. Smith who's coming in or, hi, how was your day and everything, here's your pizza. My customers were the people who are buying the stores now. It's hard to transition because I'm a perfectionist. I'm that guy that made the pizza, cut the pizza, and presented to the customer. I was all over the place, and it's hard for me to teach someone to do it because you really have a passion behind it. It's your name, and you know that Mrs. Smith only likes it a certain way, and you're like, I can't teach that. Well, you have to, and you have to transition, or you won't do well because that's your customer now is the guys and ladies running your stores. One of the things I've learned was to teach one person, and they teach what you taught them. This person makes sure it's one-on-one everywhere down the line. So that helps you, and it helps a lot. And it's a lesson that you learn that hopefully if someone hears this, that can save them a lot of time and a lot of effort because it took me a while to learn that. We have something called regional marketing, and we also have local marketing. Like I said, the local would be more of like your local mailers, your local menu mailers, dropping off menus in the mailboxes, some kind of program, or if a new resident type of program, that's more of your local marketing. Regional, what we do is we do some radio spots, some TV spots, somehow collectively pay into a fund that we use for those kind of things. Also, what we've done too is pretty cool is we marketed with a local arena football team, the Cleveland Gladiators, and a local minor league hockey team, the Cleveland Lake Erie Monsters, and we provide food for the teams. And we're on the scoreboards and the big arenas. We're a lot of their materials that go out. We do a lot of radio with them, and we exchange it for food. Social media is very, very effective and very, very free. Okay, if you can harness it properly, and if you can use it properly, it can be extremely effective. Social media is a very prominent part of our business and how we built to where we are today. We're very active on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, getting into some of the other ones, Vine and all those things. Step one, secure your name. Even if you don't do anything on it, secure it because someone else will. And then they're gonna be acting as you. So for example, if you have a place called Sloopy's Pizza, if you don't get Sloopy's Pizza on Twitter, someone else will, and then they might think that's you posting those things. And if they're posting things that are inappropriate, they can hurt your business. So I recommend securing your name and securing it, even if you do nothing on it. At least secure it to protect yourself. Step two is when you're active on it. I just spoke with people today about social media, and one of the things I said is I would be PG, not even PG-13, because everything you put out there is on there forever. And if you follow Master Pizza on Facebook or Twitter, you see that it's very conversational based and very appropriate. It's intended to be that way. I use it that way. For example, I don't post buy one large, get one $5 off on my Facebook or Twitter. I do more of it's almost like a personality. And I think that gets a great response because I'm just not, people get all that in their mailbox every day and this and that, and they don't want to see it. And so, but like if there's like, I always give the example of there's a Super Bowl's going on or something, I'm like, I can't believe he threw that ball, just this last Super Bowl. I'm like, everyone's like commenting, I can't believe he threw it either. I'm like, I would have never thrown that, I tell you, every time I'm on the radio, we get hit. Every time I'm on TV, we get hit. It's been very effective. Radio has been very effective. Now you have to pick the right radio. Sports talk has worked extremely well for us. It's been a major benefit to us to team up with them and partner with them. I do see that some local marketing isn't as effective in some stores as others. I see that, and that makes you scratch your head like, same ad. We in some areas the ad doesn't even come back, and we're busy. Some areas are heavy coupon users, and some aren't. It's just you got to learn the area. Once you get a feel for what they do, you can pretty much find a plan and run with it. His name is LeBron James. He's a basketball player, and he played for the Miami Heat. And he decided there was talk of him coming back, and I tell you what, it was on the news, it was on the sports talk, it was headlining, rumors. A guy who cleaned the locker room heard that he's coming back, and a local news anchor and weather woman were talking and tweeting and saying, what would you do to get LeBron James back? It was like a general question. And so I said I would name a pizza after him. I would switch a name of pizza and definitely name it after him. And then boom, so it kind of blew up. I was on the news, I was on TV, I was on the radio, in newspapers, articles. It was crazy. So I said I would take our deluxe and name it to the King Supreme. Lo and behold, he came back. And so story number 2 is, did I do it? Got our new menu printed. It was all over the news again, radio. And one of the funny things was they said, would he get a free one? And I said, maybe if maybe half off, but you could pay for extra toppings, help us out.